What up, people? Stock Retro Gamer here with a short review of another Super Mario Bros ROM hack. This is Mario Syndrome. Given the OG Super Mario Bros has turned 40 recently, you'll see a lot of these Mario ROM hacks coming out of the woodwork. This one is developed by Lots of Spaghetti and is a lot of fun. Let's take a look. So, this is technically a hack of Super Mario World, so the graphics will be 16-bit as opposed to the OG 8-bit, which is nice. The main feature of this ROM hack will be the graphics overhaul, and the graphical style the dev went for. As I understand, many of the visuals are based on promotional content for the OG game when it was released, so some bits may be familiar. I must say at first, they looked a bit wrong. You know when you've downloaded a Sega Mega Drive ROM pack, and you see a bootleg version of Super Mario Bros in there, and think, a Mario game from Sega? Well, this shouldn't be here. I'll give it a try. And then it's terrible. Well, I was getting those vibes at first. But that soon passes. As you can see, they've given it their own unique flavour, and some of the choices they've went with are great. Of course, because this is 16-bit, then things like parallax scrolling and more shades of colour will be in abundance, and really do elevate the experience. In terms of changing up the level layouts and whatnot, the differences are really only cosmetic, so things like secret one-up boxes and warp zones are all in the same place, where they should be. One cool thing is every level the graphics get changed. Not just the backdrops, but the power-ups, the baddies, and even Mario. Now, the movement and physics in the original Super Mario Bros. Were a massive part of why it was so successful. To mess with these would obviously be a bold move on the devs' part. And yep, they've been messed with here. Unsure if they've been messed with or they're just the Super Mario World physics, since that's the base game. That isn't to say they're bad now, but it just feels like Mario is somewhat floater in his jumps, more akin to Super Mario 3. Those who wanted all the movement to be exactly the same may be disappointed, as things like gaining speed, hitboxes, and jumping all feel a bit different. Not wrong, just different. These things really aren't a deal breaker for me, as they really don't take much getting used to, but can understand why the more hardcore fans might not be on board with it. Now, the music is really where the ROM hack shines. The dev sounds like they've had a lot of fun with remixes and reimagining the original tracks, along with some new ones. Check these out. You get to use firepower as Small Mario. I'm unsure if this was a deliberate move by the dev or a happy accident, but I'll take it. You also get to be Luigi without playing multiplayer, which is always nice. He comes complete with backpack in this, which I'm sure is a reference to something. I don't like how you can't scroll back in the stages. This felt like a limitation in the OG game, and I would have liked to have seen it rectified here. Also, it would have been cool if you could pick up the shells, like in Mario 3. There's still a few bits that haven't been polished, such as only being able to ascend the beanstalks on the left side, and firepower not working on Bowser, but I understand the dev will fix these in later patches of the game. Would I recommend Mario Syndrome by Lots of Spaghetti?
Yes. I mean, no.
Sure, why not? It's fun, it's wacky, and it's free. A great part of reviewing these ROM hacks is to experience someone's weird and wonderful interpretation of a classic. Some are great, and some are not so great, but this really is in the former category. Standouts for me were definitely the music choice the dev went for, and the new design on the fire flower. Sweet. If you're intrigued, then you'll find the link in the description. Just download it, patch it to your legally acquired copy of Super Mario World ROM, and drag and drop it to a SNES emulator. I like to review all kinds of ROM hacks on this channel, so if these are your thing, then maybe consider subscribing. Also, if you like this video, then be sure to drop me a thumbs up, and maybe comment. I've been the Stock Retro Gamer, and I'll catch you in the next one.